In today's world, distractions are everywhere. From the moment you wake up, there's noise, social media, news, other people's opinions, expectations, responsibilities. It's easy to get caught up in everything that's happening around you and forget about what truly matters: your own path, your own goals, your own dreams. But the people who achieve greatness, the ones who make their mark, are the ones who learn to block out the noise and focus on what really matters. They don't waste time worrying about what others are doing. They don't let negativity, doubt, or outside influences control their decisions. Instead, they keep their eyes on their own purpose and move forward with determination. It's not always easy to shut out distractions, especially when the world constantly demands your attention. Everyone has something to say. People will try to tell you who you should be, what you should do, how you should live, and if you're not careful, you'll start believing them. You'll start doubting yourself, questioning your choices, and losing sight of what you truly want. That's why learning to control your focus is so important. When you stop letting outside voices dictate your path, you take back your power. You start making decisions based on what's best for you, not what others expect from you. Focusing on yourself means understanding that not everyone will see your vision. Not everyone will support your journey. Some people will doubt you. Some will criticize you. Some will even try to bring you down. But none of that matters if you believe in yourself. The truth is, most people who try to discourage you are only projecting their own fears. They can't see your potential because they've never tapped into their own. They don't understand your ambition because they've settled for less. So why would you let their limited perspective define your future? Blocking out the noise doesn't mean ignoring advice or shutting people out completely. It means being selective about who and what you allow into your mind. It means recognizing which voices push you forward and which ones hold you back. Successful people surround themselves with positive influences, mentors, books, experiences that challenge them to grow. They protect their energy and guard their mindset because they know that success starts with how you think. One of the most powerful things you can do is practice discipline with your attention. Every time you choose to focus on your goals instead of distractions, you take a step closer to success. Every time you silence negativity and believe in yourself, you build confidence. Every time you tune out the doubters and stay committed to your vision, you become stronger. Focusing on yourself is not selfish, it's necessary. If you don't prioritize your own growth, no one else will. If you don't take control of your own journey, someone else will. The people who win in life are the ones who learn to stay locked in no matter what's happening around them. The question is, are you willing to do the same? Success does not come without sacrifice. It's easy to dream about achieving great things, but the real question is, what are you willing to give up to make it happen? Most people want success, but they aren't willing to let go of their comfort zones, their bad habits, or their distractions. They want the rewards without the struggle, the results without the effort. But life doesn't work that way. If you truly want to turn your dreams into reality, you have to make choices that align with your goals. That means sacrificing things that don't serve your purpose, things that slow you down, things that keep you stuck in the same place. There will be times when you have to walk away from people who don't support you. Not everyone in your life is meant to go where you're going. Some people will doubt you, some will discourage you, some will even try to pull you back into old habits because they don't want to see you grow. It's not easy to let go of friendships, relationships, or environments that feel familiar, but if they're holding you back, they have no place in your future. Growth requires you to make tough decisions, to separate yourself from anything that does not align with the person you are becoming. Time is one of the biggest sacrifices you will have to make. If you want to master your craft, build your skills, and achieve success, you have to dedicate time to your goals. That means sacrificing leisure, comfort, and sometimes even sleep. It means choosing to work when others are relaxing, choosing to study when others are partying, choosing discipline over distraction. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they use their time. The ones who make it to the top are the ones who understand that every second counts, every choice matters, and every sacrifice is worth it in the end. Comfort is another thing you must be willing to give up. Growth does not happen when you stay where it's safe, where it's easy, where it's familiar. The moment you start pushing yourself beyond your limits, the moment you start stepping into discomfort, that's when you truly start evolving. It won't always feel good. There will be days when you doubt yourself, days when you feel exhausted, days when you wonder if it's even worth it. But the people who keep pushing, the people who stay committed even when it's hard, those are the ones who succeed. You cannot hold on to the life you have and expect to create a new one at the same time. You must be willing to sacrifice who you are today to become who you are meant to be. That means letting go of excuses, distractions, and anything that is not in alignment with your dreams. Every great success story is built on sacrifices that most people are not willing to make. The question is, are you willing to make them? There will be moments in life when you feel completely alone in your journey. You'll have dreams so big that people around you won't understand them. You'll have goals so ambitious that others will doubt your ability to achieve them. And the truth is, there will be times when you don't have a single person cheering you on. No one will see the late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, the setbacks, or the effort you put in day after day. This is where most people give up, when the validation disappears, when the support fades, when the applause stops. But this is also where the strongest individuals are built. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. The ones who make it are the ones who keep going even when no one else believes in them. Belief in yourself is not something that comes from outside validation. It is built from within. It is built in the moments when you keep pushing despite failure. It is built in the moments when you stay disciplined, even when no one is watching. It is built in the moments when you choose faith over fear, when you silence self-doubt, when you remind yourself why you started in the first place. People won't always understand your vision, and that's okay. Your dream was given to you for a reason, and it is not your job to convince others to believe in it. It is your job to put in the work, to stay committed, to prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving it. The world has a way of testing those who chase greatness. It will throw obstacles in your way. It will challenge your patience, your resilience, your confidence. It will make you question whether you're good enough, whether you're strong enough, whether your dream is even possible. But the people who succeed are the ones who push past those moments of doubt. They are the ones who keep showing up, who keep putting in the work, who refuse to let temporary setbacks define their future. Every person who has ever accomplished something great has faced moments of loneliness, of uncertainty, of struggle. But instead of quitting, they use those moments to build their strength, their character, their unshakable belief in themselves. Your success is not determined by how many people support you. It is determined by how much you believe in yourself when no one else does. The truth is, there will be times when you walk this journey alone. There will be times when you have to push yourself without motivation, without encouragement, without a safety net. And in those moments, you have two choices: give up or keep going. Those who keep going, despite the odds, despite the doubts, despite the loneliness, are the ones who reach the top. The journey is not always easy, but the reward is always worth it. The question is, are you willing to believe in yourself even when no one else does?
Struggle is something most people try to avoid. It's uncomfortable, it's painful, and it makes you question yourself. But what many don't realize is that struggle is not a sign of failure. It's a necessary part of growth. Every great success story is built on moments of hardship. Moments when things didn't go as planned, moments when giving up seemed like the easiest option. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they handle the struggle. Some people let it break them, while others let it shape them. The truth is, growth does not happen in comfort. It happens in the struggle. It happens in the moments when you feel like you've hit a wall, but choose to push forward anyway. There is no strength without resistance, no progress without challenges, no success without failure. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to become better, to become wiser, to become stronger. When things get tough, most people look for a way out. They look for shortcuts, easy solutions, or excuses to quit. But those who embrace the struggle, who accept that difficulties are part of the process, are the ones who rise above it. The pain you feel today is strengthening you for tomorrow. Every setback is teaching you a lesson, preparing you for the next step, building your resilience. Struggle forces you to grow in ways that success never could. It pushes you beyond your limits, tests your commitment, and reveals your true character. Think about the strongest people you know, the ones who inspire you, the ones who seem unshakable. They didn't get there by living an easy life. They got there by overcoming obstacles, by facing failure head on, by refusing to let struggle define them. They learned to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones, as opportunities to learn and improve. When you change your perspective on struggle, everything changes. Instead of seeing difficulties as reasons to quit, you start seeing them as reasons to keep going. Instead of letting failures discourage you, you use them to fuel your next move. Nothing worth having comes easy. If success was simple, everyone would have it. But the reason only a few make it to the top is that only a few are willing to endure the struggle. Only a few are willing to keep going when things get hard. Only a few understand that the moments of pain, of doubt, of exhaustion are temporary, but the rewards that come from pushing through them last a lifetime. Every time you face a challenge, remind yourself that it's an opportunity to grow. Every time you feel like quitting, remind yourself why you started. Struggle is not meant to stop you. It is meant to prepare you. It is shaping you into the person you need to become to achieve the dreams you have set for yourself. The only question is, are you willing to embrace the struggle and keep moving forward? One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for approval before chasing their dreams. They hesitate, they hold back, they second-guess themselves because they're worried about what others will think. But here's the truth. If you wait for permission, you'll be waiting forever. Too many people never take action because they're looking for validation from family, friends, or society. They want someone to tell them, yes, you can do this, before they believe in themselves. But the reality is, no one is going to hand you permission to be great. You have to decide for yourself that you are worthy, that you are capable, that your dreams matter. Seeking approval is a trap. When you rely on others to validate your choices, you give them control over your life. You let their opinions dictate your actions, and before you know it, you're living a life that's not even yours. You're making decisions based on what's safe, what's acceptable, what's expected, not what truly fulfills you. And the saddest part? Many of the people whose approval you're chasing are not even chasing their own dreams. They're not taking risks. They're not stepping out of their comfort zones. So why should their opinion determine your future? When you stop seeking approval, you take back your power. You free yourself from the need to explain, justify, or prove yourself to anyone. You start making choices based on what's best for you, not what others think is best. And that's when real success happens. When you trust yourself enough to take action, even when no one else understands. Some of the greatest visionaries in history were doubted, criticized, and even laughed at. People told them their ideas were impossible, their dreams were unrealistic, their goals were too big. But they didn't let that stop them. They believed in themselves even when no one else did, and because of that, they changed the world. Not everyone will understand your journey, and that's okay. Your path is not meant for everyone to see. Some people will question you, some will judge you, and some will even try to discourage you. But their opinions are not your reality. Their doubts are not your limits. The only thing that matters is what you believe about yourself and what you're willing to do to achieve your dreams. The moment you stop needing approval, you become you stop playing small, you stop hesitating, you stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it. The truth is, you don't need permission to be great. You don't need approval to chase your dreams. The only thing you need is belief. Belief in yourself, belief in your vision, belief that you have everything it takes to succeed. Once you realize that, nothing can hold you back. The world belongs to those who are bold enough to go after what they want without waiting for someone else to say it's okay. So the question is, are you ready to stop seeking approval and start living for yourself?